Hello again, my dear friend. Here we go. And I'm happy that I'm still able to make it to the third video, even though it is still a little bit weird for me to talk to a camera and say, my dear friend, not knowing his or her name. But welcome back to this little channel that I've started. Today, I want to talk about another principle or takeaway that I have learned, and I think is timeless as your favorite meme, probably. And again, it's something that I have learned, my very own take on something I've learned from Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. And it's all about finding opportunities when everyone else is in panic mode. So, let me ask you two very quick questions. Number one, have you ever found yourself hesitating to invest when everyone around you is freaking out? Or, in other words, have you ever found yourself in a situation that you're thinking of making an action while everyone else is hesitant to take that action? So that's number one. Second question, or maybe the opposite. Do you usually find yourself saying that, well, maybe it's safer or it feels safer just to follow the crowd and do what everyone else is doing, and that sounds wise. Well, stick around because I've got probably a little secret that might just change the way you think about investment and life and all of those ups and downs in any way. That's something that I have been reflecting on by myself a lot recently. Now, let's dive into this. So, Robert Kiyosaki, the very genius writer I can call behind the Rich Dad Poor Dad, once said that once actually was talking about his experience during the 2008 recession, a time when many were basically panicking. Maybe you have experienced those times and those that specific year, maybe not. I personally don't recall a very vivid memory, but it was a situation where everyone were losing their jobs and they were watching their investment drop in front of their eyes. But guess who was out there making strategic moves? Some very rare folks, just like Kiyosaki, saw the downturn as an opportunity. So they leveraged loans, made strategic investments, and came out on top. So how, so that's the question that I always keep asking and I'm sharing here with you. How can I or you apply this principle in your own life? So here's a hint. It's not also just about the money. It's about a bigger picture. It's about a mindset. The idea that when everyone else is panicking, maybe the biggest and the real opportunity is there actually, right? So next time that you're finding everyone else in a panic mode, and I know that it might not be as easy as it is said, but try this. Try to stay calm and see what kind of opportunity you can see through that situation. So, and I also want to remind you about a quote from the brilliant Warren Buffett when he says that when everyone else is fearful, you should be greedy, and when everyone else is greedy, you should be fearful. So that, in the best way, summarizes that idea that I just shared with you. So, again, to wrap up again, this was today's takeaway. Don't just follow the crowd. Learn to think like the investors or like the builders, like the innovators, the mavericks, the opportunity seekers, especially when the world gets so much noisy. Maybe a little bit similar to what we are seeing today. So Kiyosaki's principle isn't just a theory, it's a strategy that he himself has used, a strategy that I try to apply as much as I can. And it's a mindset and it's timeless. In a world full of fear, your competitive courage is your competitive advantage. Thanks for being accompanied during this video. And if this is hitting home for you, Please consider subscribing for more of these types of conversations. And I would love to hear maybe similar stories or experiences that you have gone through. And so just remember, you don't need to be fearless. You just need to be a little and just a little braver than yesterday. That's it. Thank you very much again.